Christopher Booker's 2004 book, The 7 Basic Plots, Why We Tell Stories, was 34 years in the making and distilled numerous plots down to their basic building blocks, influenced heavily by Jungarian analysis. We thought these plots might serve as inspiration for anyone struggling with storytelling in general, especially as it applies to a video script. Booker's first plot is called Overcoming the Monster, and it unfolds over 5 stages: anticipation, dream, frustration, nightmare, and miraculous escape. It might help for you to first envision your topic as the monster you're trying to defeat. For example, maybe your monster is rolling out a new policy. Then become the hero of your own video and plot out what happens stage by stage. This plot is perfect if you want your team to cheer you on or join with you to overcome whatever monster is standing in your way. Harry Potter's epic struggles with Voldemort are a prime example of this plot. Next, we have the Rags to Riches plot, a Cinderella story, which serves to tell a tale as old as time about anyone who has to work hard to overcome oppression or adversity and is rewarded in the end. A Rags to Riches story begins with a protagonist in dire straits and ends with them greatly enriched and empowered. There is usually an initial catalyst for change that drives the story towards its rewarding conclusion. For the purposes of a video script, this plot is great for showing a journey from struggle to success. If you have a lofty goal in mind, you may want to write a script based on the quest plot. Quest plots typically involve a hero or group of heroes who embark upon a journey propelled by a type of holy grail, whether it be true love, finding their way home, or bringing peace to the galaxy. Though they encounter obstacles and adversity along the way and face tests of their character and strength, heroes emerge victorious upon achieving their goal and finding their elusive holy grail. The fourth plot type, Voyage and Return, is common in children's tales as it leans heavily on allegory fantastical events transpiring as the protagonist travels, often magically, to a distant and different land, and returns a changed person, rich with experience and wiser about themselves and the world they actually inhabit due to the lessons learned on their voyage. Think The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Plot types 5 and 6, comedy and tragedy, are depicted in the legendary masks of Greek theater and are perhaps the most ancient plots of all. A comedy plot details a series of confusing, awkward, or otherwise comical events within a light-hearted tale, often a romance about people trying to triumph, but having numerous laughable difficulties finding their way. A tragedy plot is, well, tragic, and the protagonist of this plot may be good, but they likely have nefarious characteristics. They may even be a full-fledged villain. Generally, these traits emerge as a result of the first stage of the tragedy plot, which surrounds temptations. The hero attempts to attain something forbidden or discouraged, which will lead the plot down a path of setbacks, a dramatic downward spiral, and finally the story comes to a sad conclusion, one which often includes tragic consequences for the hero. This plot is most famously utilized in Romeo and Juliet, but also makes a cameo in modern tales like Breaking Bad. Finally, we have the Rebirth plot, one that's about renewal, transformation, and new beginnings. The Rebirth plot is used in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas and The Lion King. The hero of a rebirth plot is often misguided and changes for the better under the guidance of another wiser character, or because they are inspired by love, family, or the greater good to become a better person. Here's hoping you find some inspiration in the 7 basic plots. Plots are the framework upon which we hang good stories, and good stories make great videos.